How you going, people? Finishing up that bookshelf. Finally was able to get out here, finish the sanding, get all the glued on the back. I put those little back pieces in there to stop the books from coming off the back, but I think I'm going to put this little backing here. Picked up this lighter color. Hell, I don't know what the hell you call it. Some sort of board. Looks like plywood. Oh. So anyway, I figure I'll just put that in the back. I'm going to wait till I get it upstairs. I figure it'll look okay. Anyway, I wanted to run something by. This cough's getting better. I know everybody's like, man, you sound like shit. You need to go to the doctor. It's getting better. I'm thinking, just law enforcement wise, on this border issue, if some of you guys are lawyers or worked on a border or understand this a little better, from a legal standpoint, let's just say hypothetically that militia groups, patriot groups, anybody who wanted training went down to the border and was training on the border. And while we were down there training, we decided to do a little hunting and maybe shoot some deer or wild pig or help the wild pig population in Texas. If, by accident, an illegal was shot attempting to cross the border because he was in our hunting area, an area where he shouldn't be, who would investigate that? If you're at the border and someone is shot on the other side of the border, the U.S. has no jurisdiction to go over and investigate. If the U.S. can't investigate, they can't gather evidence without an admission that you intentionally meant to shoot somebody. I mean, is the Mexico police on the border going to investigate? I mean, they can't go down there and stop illegals. Are they going to investigate shootings on the border? And if the Border Patrol shows up and you're hunting, you're not committing any crime, how does anyone know if a ricochet or something is going to hit somebody crossing the border illegally? This could be a way for a humanistic standard, to maybe stop illegals, because if it saves one child, the liberals love using that, from accidentally crossing in a hunting area on the border from getting shot, that would be a good thing, wouldn't it? But I was just contemplating this kind of like, who would investigate? Let's say some crazy guy, some crazy left wing, because they always like to go out and get guns and do stupid stuff so we get better guns. Let's say some crazy left wing went to the border just to bring heat on the Republicans, say, I'm a Republican, and would shoot somebody across the border crossing illegally. And bodies started showing up on the border on Mexico's side. Who would investigate? Would Mexico come and investigate? I doubt it. U.S. doesn't have jurisdiction to investigate. Who's going to collect evidence? Who's going to figure out who shot, where the bullet, where the evidence is? These are things I think about when I'm sick, nursing my cold, kind of like, the government won't protect the border, and people decided to protect the border. Who would investigate? How would you collect evidence? How would you prove a case? And who would have jurisdiction to charge the case? I mean, is it illegal, a crime, to go hunting and not know that you accidentally shot somebody across the border and nobody investigated the crime? But I digress. Let me get to the border wall. Look, I'm not an always Trumper. I mean, I like the guy. I think he's done 100 times more good than bad. I think he's probably the only thing that has saved this country, and if we had another 4 years of Obama or Hillary, this country would be so much worse off and so much more down the toilet and so much closer to a revolution that it wouldn't even be funny. And I don't think we're out of the woods just because Trump got in, because everybody is attacking this guy left and right. And I've always kind of liked the underdog. So Trump's the underdog. I mean, they are attacking this man's private business, they're attacking his kids, they're attacking how he raised his kids, they're attacking his business dealings, his presidency, what he does. I mean, this guy could cure cancer and they would blame him for the loss of doctors losing their jobs. I mean, there's just no good this guy could do. So I'm always an underdog, and I think Trump's the underdog because the media, the left wing, the Republicans, the weak turncoat, closet liberal Republicans don't support him. I mean, he doesn't get a whole lot of support from a whole lot of public people or political people. It's almost like they have created this aura of, if you say you like or agree with Trump, you're going to be attacked with all these key words: racist, xenophobe, hater, Jew lover, whatever they want to tag on you, they're going to find a way to hate you if you say anything positive about Trump. So people kind of keep their mouths shut because a lot of people are weak and they try to avoid. Me, I don't avoid a whole lot of shit. I say it like it is and bring it on. But that's not a great philosophy if you're out there trying to get ahead, trying to get promoted, trying to make it in a corporation, trying to get advancement in the government. That's not a great philosophy to move up. But that's all right. And I can say things that I think a lot of people were thinking because they can't say it for fallback. But anyway, the border wall, look, I don't know if we're ever going to get it. I just heard Texas talking about they want to fund it on a promise that the federal government will pay them back. I don't know if I'm in favor of that. When federal government starts making a state do their job they don't want to do with a promise to pay them back, even if they pay us back, I mean, they're probably not going to pay us interest. It's going to be paid back with dollars that were worth more when you spent it. I mean, if I tell you to lend me $1 million right now and I'll pay you back in 20 years, $1 million with no interest, that's not a good deal. I mean, you're going to get $1 million that was probably worth more as $1 million now than it is 20 years from now. So that would be a great deal. So I'm not a big fan of Texas kind of ponying up. Texas has, because it's run by Republicans, because it's limited government, because government is kept small and in check, we have a surplus. They call it an emergency fund with a lot of money. And nope, not too many states have that. Why? Because once Democrats find out there's money, they're going to find a way to get it and spend it and give it away like Santa Claus. Oh, look, I found free money. Let me give you this free stuff because I'm the government here to help me, and vote liberal Democrat because you're an idiot, because I'm giving you free stuff that we stole from taxpayers, from hard-working citizens, and I'm going to give it to you. But that dog and pony show is only going to last so long. And liberals can't see past the next day. They're very short-sighted. They're all about, oh, the only thing they see past the next day is global warming. The world's going to end. And, because that's a way to advance their cause. But I digress on different. The border wall, I don't know if it's ever going to get built. I know they got another caravan coming up here. They're diluting our country. They're making this country to where anybody that's an American or a patriot is the enemy. Crazy, right-wing, conspiracy, survivalist nut, militia nut. They're trying to paint anybody who loves this country in the way it was founded and brought up and how it became. I mean, does anybody think this country became great because of liberalism? Liberals will claim everything that they've done. And they will claim anything that's good that they didn't do. Do you see liberalism claiming that the reason this country is great because of liberalism? No. No country ever becomes great because of... Countries become destroyed because of liberalism. Because it just doesn't work. you run out of other people's money. People get tired of working for lazy and other people and for government to give away what they work for. It doesn't work. Now, China will tell you it works. North Korea will tell you it works. Because when government's in charge, they run everything and everything's perfect. And you can go live in those countries. But America wasn't founded that way. It was fought on freedoms with a constitution to restrict government and to have a culture and a language. And the liberals are doing everything in their power to attack that in every way. And it's disgusting. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't have all the answers. I'm only one guy. I'll tell you. I got guns and I got ammo. And I'm going to be able to protect mine. And that's all I can say. And the more people that are like that, the more government will think twice about doing what they're doing and destroying and attacking good people. But anyway, I just, you guys can argue that out in the comments, and I'll read them and figure out what's going on that border wall, on who would investigate, and is it a crime. I'm sure somebody's going to pull out, well, is it an international crime to shoot across the country lines? And yeah, to intentionally go out there with the intent to do that. But during a hunting, a legal event, if we're training, if we're doing marksmanship training, and it happens, we'll use what Comey uses for Hillary. There was no intent. And if there's no intent, then there's no crime. Anyway, we'll end that there. I hope you guys are having a good day. Hopefully my damn cold's getting better. I'm still working on that damn saddle stand for the horsey people who are watching. But I'm getting there. All right, we'll end that there. Oh, where's Moki? Moki's over there sleeping, I think. Some people like to say hi to Moki before they leave. That crazy cat, is he up there? I think he's up there. Moki Moke! Hokey pokey, Moki Moke! Shut up, Dad. All right, we'll end that there.